Alright, I was here higher Pinaxtv. Your update I the Abrams is here. Your best friend so Bejibre na ode yatina. Na World Cup 2026 Baso Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale are clashing for the very first time for so many years. Omu ekonya tawan tower VGMA. I say na ye huni se omu entimi enshia one stage that for the very first time after that incident, omu entimi enshia on one big stage. Akwaye make me akwaye history kakra ewo ehonum na eno na a lot of people were very happy and make say omani age say yetimi ehu omo emienu ewo one stage so na deputy finance minister Thomas Nyako Ampem edi to dwa kire mu say din pa san onya Shatta Wale on one stage with Stonebwoy because World Cup ne beba so no be here influencers anyomtofo ne ade say omo beba no mama moro na kosoro na be omo be kire mu am yehu say yes bibi say eba be koso na no no mo frefre anyomtofo influencers ne ade e ma omo be pie mu wo one stage na be here say the biggest dancehall artists omo Ghana ha mienu omo so ebetimi be hia Shatta Wale is a Stonebwoy, but din pass even finance minister, deputy finance minister, ebetimi enya Shatta Wale any Stonebwoy on stage. It took the intervention of Bolare and omutimi nya Shatta Wale any Stonebwoy. Make it this particular history. Inti quickly never konya koje enchiremu from the deputy finance minister. Nensema odi tu dwa bre ya nsa no onya Shatta Wale any Stonebwoy on one stage. Yanko ne enchiremu ne emra sisi.
I have never seen him. And today I realize that I'm taller than him. When he came drinking outside, and that's Shatta. And let me tell you something about him too. I got to invite him to this ceremony 2 hours ago, just today. We have tried reaching out to him, but without success. Just 2 hours ago, somebody, Bolare, called me and linked me, and then we had a conference call. And Shatta says, because of the Black Stars, I will be there. We all know the positive rivalry between these two people. It can take only the Black Stars to bring them together as a rivalry. The love for Ghana is so deep. The love for our Black Stars is deep. Because of the Black Stars, today you can't see green and red and black. You can't see blue and red and white. I mean, you can't see NBC, you can't see MP. You can't see House of Folk, you can't see Kokoko. You can only see the Black Stars. You can only see the red, gold, green, and the Black Stars. For those of us who are more
Alright, and see, I don't need one deputy finance minister. The two Jana, Yabakoyanim, Naya stage, so then they see. But before that, a repeat of what happened at VGMA, Emma and Sembe see man Tawantawa Kessie already. Now the rivalry was there, but now you but see the rivalry ni Koya could drew say Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale, be you see Benyo Mumino, stage. Now the arrival of Shatta Wale, what was the demeanor of Stonebwoy? To quickly, Stonebwoy didn't care Shatta Wale. Yanko heard the time that Shatta Wale was arriving, saying, and another Stonebwoy and him tear. Yanko heard arrival on the name Rassis here. All right, that was the arrival of Shatta Wale, and you could see a lot of people were on Shatta Wale in the arrival, no, but you could see other people are now and so a movie towards Stonebwoy just to catch a glimpse of how his demeanor was when Shatta Wale was arriving at sports ministry for that particular engagement with the influencers and musicians near there. Now quickly no, when Stonebwoy joined Shatta Wale on the stage, what happened? Then in the see on the stage, and so the kind of enema see na yensamra sisi.
John Dramani Mahama, the president of my lovely country, to his ministers and honorable ministers, legends, you know, the dignitaries that are here, Mamaga herself, to the management committee, the World Cup fundraising committee, and everybody gathered here this evening. It gives me a lot of joy and privilege to be representing right here and being a part of this beautiful initiative, you know. I do not know how many lifetimes that we have as people, but to be alive here now and being a part of this very great calling, trust you me, I needed to wear my Christmas dress. I was not going to wait for December. I represent here as a boy from Ashaiman who actually loves football. The many times we jump walls, scale the walls and go and play football. The many times I'll see my father come in and I have to leave the ball and swing, you know, and my legs dirty and he'll come whip us and cane us and all of those. It tells you the passion that we have, the amount of superstars that football has made out of Ghana, and the amount of mouths that have been fed, the amount of employment that it has given to people. So when we're here today for the Black Stars, to support the Black Stars, we should know that this is a patriotic call. This is not just a fanatic call, it is a patriotic call. So every Ghanaian should realize that they are the true Black Stars. They might not be on the pitch kicking the football, but they are behind chanting, cheering, praying, and being the spirit. Even if you're a fetish priest, you must pray. Even if you're a Muslim, from whichever spiritual denomination that you belong, this is the time that we need the support that we can rally to back the Ghana Black Stars. Come 2 months. It starts from 11th of June to the 19th of July. So I am appealing to the whole world from Ghana that the Black Stars via the committee, the World Cup committee, has actually called on us and tasked us to make sure that we contribute, right? You know, every day you go collect the 55 CD. You too, sometimes you go contribute. So we have to contribute and make sure that Ghana is able to raise funds to support the people who have the passion to want to go and cheer them in America, in Mexico, and where? And Canada. And I know say a lot of people want to go Canada. A lot of people want to go America. A lot of people want to go to Mexico. This is the time. Let us go, but with a dutiful mentality to go and support the Ghana Black Stars to win. I predict that this is going to be the year of surprises at the World Cup. I predict will shock the people. Exactly. Thank you very much. So, without much ado, I just want everybody to know, say, Beam Nation worldwide, all of us, we will support. So me myself, I can't buy my raffle right now. If you don't watch me, make sure say you dial *899#. Dial am. May I give you 30 seconds? Dial am.
All right, and see, that was a Stonebwoy in the Casa or the Tujawo on the fact that the sports ministry omo atonsa e de afre omo nyina se omo mra na omo emfa omo support emfa emetai the World Cup campaigner Ghana Black Stars eba abeko ewo US Canada Mexico no ewo ehonom na yedinka catch am said the stage was heated the time when Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy omo nyina ko pie mu ewo one particular stage ewo sports ministry ho ewo abra omoto nsa fra omo nyina de omo no de sem eto dwa no enti quickly no yebekọ na yakwa akọhwe the time one Shatta Wale yes indeed or joining Stonebwoy and others on the stage near Basisi.
Take a video, you don't go far.
I joined the chairman of the committee, Madam, and all these are great influencers and great personalities on stage here, and our partners present to officially launch the World Cup raffle initiative. May the Black Stars shine brightly. May the Black Stars win the World Cup. May the Black Stars bring us glory. May we all go there and return even stronger. May it unite our country and unite Africa forever. Thank you very much. God bless our women to win the World Cup. May the Black Stars bring us glory. May we all go there and return even stronger. May it unite our country and unite Africa forever. Thank you very much. God bless our women. Thank you so much.
I'm going to take some photos, please.
All right, and that is the updates on sports ministry and influencers, musicians on a World Cup campaign. Babe Ekono. Now, twice in Semno Amamwa. Currently, no, who said there is going to be an increase in fuel prices. Ghana has said that is what we have on our screens. Ghanaians should prepare for more hardship at the pump. Where if you Dr. Joshua Jabunti Zatoho and Eba, Ghanaians should prepare for more hardship at the pump. And no any and someone but it didn't kind of updates in the Bremo set prices of petrol and diesel. Any more Kenya you boot our pumps no baba be costro honum na no and a lot of people were talking about the fact that comparison Ukraine any Russian tokwa any the current crisis so Middle East and also idea and also more compare on NDC or more area or more na global crude oil prices are akosro one factor because him say entokwa akosro Middle East and no enso kaho bi na ama prices no ebema no akosro ewo ehonom and as you see so the supply chain itself aya dia akwakoye din because you see the Strait of Hormuz baby it is remained closed Iran for am make sure say Bibian who are a betram ewo honom ede akọ on your screens ewo Ghana has so NPA NPA increases fuel price floor for March 16th window. Petrol now 11.57, diesel pegged at 14.35. And no any updates now bano so ewo ho. I was talking about the supply chain. And so ewo ho no ma chiremu a ni nyina ka ho bi na NPA edisa update ya brand chiremu a prices no eba be costro and we should expect say oko pump na the amount auto no ebi ebeba be ka ho and most of the people were talking about the fact that one city mpo a na de to so per liter nka NDC for hwe na omu enyi sa one city no free ho but then as we speak now no reports be free mu ma ye be chiremu say fuel prices ebe kosoro no ebema NDC sa 1 Ghana levy na ededa later bia so no ombeyi ede free honum ede amaye enti expect increase in the price of fuel and diesel or your pumps. So now and one government communications and then some because in as much as people feel say we karma NPP time Russia Ukraine any NDC time US Iran any US Iran Israel and tokwa no they shouldn't any can say NDC for be use as yardstick say and effective fuel prices. Now government communications led by Felix Ofosukwache Edu and Samaba Betuja. Now some of the two say you can never compare the two crises. Russia Ukraine is far different from what we are currently experiencing because as at the time of Russia Ukraine talk on the economy was already mismanaged and Sakran and also so Ebabe boom and the NPP can't compare their era to NDC's era. Young free leader of government communications fellows of Ofosukwache na Yemra
way back in 2020 because of their mismanagement, the reckless way in which they mismanaged our finances. By the end of 2020, they had incurred an unprecedented deficit of 15%. So our debt began to rise, our currency began to fall, inflation began to rise. When the Russian-Ukrainian war broke out in February 24th, 2022, inflation was 13.7% in the preceding month. In February, it went to 15.7%. What is inflation today? The cedi had depreciated. Today, the cedi has appreciated. Our public debt has reduced. At the time, the public debt had gone up. Other metrics were in disarray. Indeed, they were spending 92% of tax revenue to service our public debt. Today, the situation is significantly different. You understand me? So, any shock was going to be exacerbated by underlying economic weakness. That was where the problem was.
What's your point? That
we have known since 2015 that we have a deregulated petroleum environment. So any of the three factors that contribute to pricing, i.e. the price of the commodity on the world markets, the exchange rates, and inflation, can impact prices. We know it. That is how come once in a while there are marginal increases and then there are decreases, and you see that people don't really complain because they know that. And since that policy was implemented, it has resolved the long-standing problem preceding that of constant debts in the sector, which could lead to shortages at some point and lead to huge increases at some other point. So by and large, we had overcome that problem with that automatic adjustment formula. So if an increase in the world market price occurs and the economic fundamentals are stable, the increases that will occur will not be as much as if your economy is on the verge of collapse like happened under the NPP. So mind you that around that time, fuel prices went as high as 23 cedis for diesel and 17 cedis for petrol. Today, that is not the case. The reason being that the cedi has appreciated, it has been stable, and the inflation is very low.
Are you saying we are better prepared now and that we shouldn't expect to be hit hard?
First of all, it depends on what has happened. If the situation exceeds normal limits, it will not be surprising to see a certain level of impact. But that impact is cushioned by better economic fundamentals. You understand me? So those who think that it is an opportunity for
there's a shortage of fuel, I'm not sure your fundamentals.
First of all, there will be no shortage of fuel. Why would there be a shortage of fuel?
If 20% of global fuel is affected, that has a ripple effect.
But that would not be, nobody would fault the government of Ghana for that. Who would do that?
All right, and the leader of government communications, fellas of Osukwache, and then some to judge Rimwa, say global crisis BCA, how prepared you are as a country economically, how the impact is going to be. And the Omo Entimi and compare the current situation with what happened in the NPP Omo era, no? Because as we speak now, it is taking the intervention of President Donald Trump, and who said there has been some movement between Iran and India, and I say a poor down no President Donald Trump ships and our vessels are swap crude oil on the petrol near the betimi afa honum ediaba na ochiremu the impact of the current crisis, Middle East crisis are ekosono. The NDC government is well prepared. And to say who say yenya a number of impact ding. As at the time when Russia Ukraine started na top petrol 23 cities na diesel 23 cities fuel also 17 cities near the no say bedru ha na ebia I exceed the limiter or more abo mo ho akwadru because say me kind of said the NDC government are more finding ways to cushion it. And who said the increment in fuel prices no is not that me kind of say any srubia sa honum and no any some government communications leader Felix Kwachu Fosu edi atudwa it is say no omo edi atudwa say NPP and because as a time the government had already collapsed and I said the economy had already collapsed and on the massive impact but otiremu asese Ghanaians yema yeninje because the impact abeba no ano enkoye din enchen enkoye din to say the time na NPP ewo aban mu no enti no any update a free Felix Kwachu Fosu leader of government communications de ababeto yenim ewo ehonom enti yebeto aso na ye the updates no every ho the amamo quickly yebeko Kumase Clash of the Titans way a clash of the Kumawood stars ewo Kumase Filmmakers Forum a course so ewo Kumase Prempe hall no enema yebehu Kumawood actors ni actresses ni bi omo ede afeso ewo forum na se we summit na se onye se ye ko fie no mo ko totoma ne omo social media hona ena omo ede ensem etudwa we mesiese edu any Bishop Ofori edu ena omo ede face so na first part na ye de emamo no Bishop Ofori edu se onya chance so obekasa no mesiese edu hu se ase papa no ka nsem no de man ho instead of the man speaking for the entire Kumawood family the man was speaking for himself enti man bufui sorry kwaje Mike etutu bi ma Bishop Ofori esan so kasa summit na since yebeko ni akwa hear the action that happened Filmmakers Forum ewo Kumase ni emra sese
microphone no. Perfect. I come here to the microphone, the mother Mr. Oh, you know, Mr. Wadaroma. Mr. Wadaroma, I'm for microphone, the mother. Yes, madam. Yeah, pray for Ashanti region. It's in the Nyamia Akadana.
All right, and that is Mercy Esiedu Ohenere and also so ohun sen sem no said the air corner and koyi or sorry ya okoje microphone. Now omunyina ka omu bom ebo Zach echi because Zach and representing Kumawood ewo men can say Ghana have a filmmaking board ne so no and representing Kumawood for ewo hodom. No mo say okoye no as omo ne ho modern the kind of expectations are no more everywhere Eddie free Zach ho ewo board na omo yi ne say onko di omo anim ho no omu ehun ne sa antia no so omo so bobo omo adwen Edemazak ewo honom ntia no so yekwa akwaje emu enchiremu ewo honom ana se akwaje how they reacted to the fact that Zak omo to abama no se oni Kumawood nanim ewo aban mu no enye adwuma no ene oye no yenko ne yenko hear the reaction from the Kumawood family to Zak ne emra sese
Never let us say the record street. Zach, boss, let's say the record street. Zach, why is in Abotre, Mammy Miss Rowe? What else you call it? Miss Yamo. Who got us again for the final? See that now, what's your mommy? My Daruma. My Daruma. Who called me Mamma Kumasi and Puentia? Senior to me, I can see you now, Kumasi the Queen. Get on to my uncle Kumasi. And the cow, we are Baku, a cry. Over to the
I told me microphone. Or you know, Mr. Wadaruma. Mr. Wadaruma, move for microphone, mommy. Yes, madam. Yeah, pray for Ashanti region. It's in the Namaya, Akadana, and you. Let us sit Namisha. I was your former servant, Madaruma. Yena, who I would say. Ashanti region, now, Mr. Ewayan, tell me. Mr. Yena, who I would say. Mr. Yes, Ramo, Abotre, Montana, yes, Ramo, Abotre, Montana, Miss Ramo, Abotre,
all right, in the Prempe Assembly Hall, and your Korea na Kumawood stars, and as a penny form, Kumawood no currently no na omo ebuafu at a point. Ube feel say, is it that no more yet drama be, and I said they were acting that be, omo and mubuafu, and omo share omo sentiments, how they feel about how they are being treated. Ewo honoma. Omo rap omo de no ekodi omo anim omo hu ne se adwuma a obo no omo ani enhye da nye ho ma wayo simu nyina sori ye bishop mu nyina sori ye ohenere mesiesi edumo so sori ya na omo ebuofu yenye nim say the movie industry, especially on the side of Kumawood no em say akofom kakra, even omo ye English movies no crampo no somewhere somehow enhye da ntise de na tie no most of them are diverted into other sectors. It is obi to say Yvonne Nelson say ono ye in school. John Dumelo be say ono so say ono he's into politics. Any agric as say currently ono na deputy agric minister. Obi to say Majid Michel say edrumre bi na bi mo so akoye so for a pastor ono aba be kire mo say or evangelist. And say in what can we do to revive the movie industry Ghana ha eno and the man filmmakers forum omo kokoye no omo share omo akoma so ensem enti wan kra wo ka ho a obekwa kasa wan kasa ye no betimi age ho de wo ho eno ene ma bishop of Oyedu J ne de wo ho no mo a omo rap enso so a odi Kumawood fo ni nyina anim omo so hu ne se adwuma obo no omo hu so because we want to find ways and means to revive the industry. It is also be ko ho na se omo hu modern a asem foforo. You said the transition from the normal time where you used to cassettes any CDs no, especially if we cassettes crying about CD. And the hokra the name say a modernized kakrabasi platforms are working. As a movie, you can't just say ebia machiche edumrebi kra no movie the good pen drives so no moton. But sa era ni nyina atwam say you need to get platforms ebetua kan atua ye abiding po as Ghana government can even help and bring some of these platforms na aboa ama movie industry because ye na wunya baby ade be kwa asem. Now YouTube is flooded with Nigerian content. Oko bebia sa na hu no. Now the funny thing of it crying is Ghana ha no uye movie na ye twi na most of the time ni ye mbu sa. But see Nigerians, even on Netflix, omo movies are omo ko omo krom kasa Yoruba kasa omo kama omo jitum ewo honom ye what me can say ya translate e wasia no so betimi ate de omo ka no ase ewo ho. And there are so many avenues na see and what exactly are they doing again and omo betimi aye e de aboa as government as me can say tourism ministry no so den omo betimi aye e de aboa ene nyina no. And my filmmakers forum, Momuko share more a cofa Santa one tower way, by and here, baby, bet me a year, edit Nina aqua drew. Now, yet once some Sonia Cochema wound to me, and so a site. Now, Yabeka said, Mran asked some buy, the general manager for a Akonta mining, a branch about Betray Muse, the offer be a Breno, sir, and go bet me a Bejem as witness against on one bossa. And kanone sama ye dia bonu nyina ebeyi e de afi ho ama no abranche yi agi tuma manfo dodo na ebo na chi se wayi ne boss ama na papa yi e de nsema betu dwa na ne nsem ne se obie na no se o kasa sesie ya revelations a ɔde bɛba ɛwɔ wontumi nsɛm ne ho no one hwɛ yɛde ne kɔ ne yɛde ne kɔ tum a one hwɛ afebɔɔ yɛmfa ne ma back bio eti ɛbɛkɔ akɔtie the former manager for ɛyɛ akontaman ne nkyɛn ma wontumi ne former worker ne nsɛm a ɔde ɛto dwa about the case na ɛkɔ so no na yɛmra hyehyɛ.
Currently, me accused person in court. I'm say me wouldn't me because you're Juma no as the general manager who was them. Say the Alcoban say or no wouldn't me or none a binding was them. Maybe I bind say media the minimum menka. Currently I'm not an accused person. Until I'm a free person. Until maybe be a maybe I'm a free person. I'm not an accused person anymore. Until be with Simon. That's it. The cancer. Say I am not me achieve to me. So that I am not me achieve. Doing Gassima, my name you say there's so much in that matter. If you say any politics, many want to relationship was a business relationship. I was not working with him because I'm MPP in India. I was working with him because we send him DB. That's it. And me working with him to me no, na she can party ho, and yet MPP asem. And me pesa ye ben mengel the issue of wound to me. Not with the party issue, because many want to me relationship was a purely business relationship, and some people more share your kind of semekasa me can't you more. I have kind of man for Quebec say me expose wound to me more. I don't want to go there. Maybe the army and say seven department no koye juma or primitive because on no call police or court statements 1 year. Na me you know say me fa we juma koye ade me no china asem me catch or some smile me nye hwe ya. Some make say what the you mama because liability. Good. Enti Kamesu make say on odi kan yi me mai. But me I don't want to go there. Yes, you know, abayama ne far from party. Abayama ne enye anything to do with party. Enye MPP asem. Won't me for the lawyers. They are defending him. Your mom pa yes say. Also begin to say dim. Won't me so ye ne politics. Me so me ye me politics because he na adults. It's me tell. Last for now, any relationship society. Any problem, we talk. Any problem, cry. And that's the surprising most people. Yes, we talk. That's the surprising most people don't know. Gentleman, be cry or no social prosecution witness 1 Henry B. Just a no cry on the Kasai. We talk. And you see, and I make us say, won't you be sort of politics? MPP, and you won't me Japadi. Me and you me Japadi. So won't me win as a national chairman? In the first place, I'm not even going to work directly under Wintumi. I'm going to work directly under my regional chairman. Ultimately. Yes, and it is my regional chairman who reports to Wintumi. But me don't want a personal rapport, which I will maintain. When I need him, I can call him. When I take a phone, I can call him. And I know Sir Wintumi, being a matured person, will talk to me. And I know Sir Wintumi, so the MPP Panswa, or not so personal issues, mingle. Unless on the MPP, so the MPP there, you will not mingle with personal issues because Wintumi will want to see Obuasi MPP grow stronger. I make us say politics no any personal. One for personal a party no collective good and I open. Until I believe so we can work together. And me work even with my enemies.
All right, Edward Akwesi Ekyokon and then some etuja mu the man is trying to play safe because you know the man is seeking to become a Obuaso West constituency chairman and he said only a year chairman want me a good relationship a bit me aboa na wati me I emerge as the winner and he no na wutie ne nsamo or the air to dwa obeso oche se emra ogitum se obe ye witness against on one boss no na previously no chairman wontumi adinka court akochim so no de onye hwe na yesenke bebu asem na good general manager so the general manager so hwe case no no so ka se ne ono so be play safe e buy no so ono so enye hwe obeginam se se no no be free ni boss na echi abegina government of Ghana echi na what the dance here the etia ne former boss na eno na ne kasemu no odi to dwa kire mu adwuma so a wabo e wo NPP because ono or a member of the MPP but o kire mu se nye MPP nti na oni chema huntumi koye adwuma ohun se bibi wonu mu nti na oni ne ye adwuma na ne kire mu ne se wabo adwuma from infancy and na waye adwuma de ama eye MPP amanyoko no enti se ne ye be kwa akoto aba Obuasi West constituency monhwe na monto aba emma no as the constituency chairman eno so odi adesre eto omo ibeyi omo as delegates nanim yenko tie eye Edward Akwesi Ekyokon nensem odi to dwa opa delegates na chew se monfa bibia nto nchen na monto aba ma no
som oboaseman epen wo de no to nchen a masanso aye adwuma kakra me ankasa se na medi kakra ma ye adwuma wure ma wo bi so akire mo as a businessman adade Now, we will say na party na mun so e dey no waye o party na wo se o pe chairman e dey no e very important. Me a very long serving member of the party. Now make an over 30 years experience as a member of the MPP. Me started some MPP 1995. Wabra me secondary school. That time young elephants. And I'm a secretary ma oboas Gausu Market polling station. That time a polling station chairman friend Ura Dankwa and Wakam with free mo. And when I'm a chassis, me free hono me rise ko constituency level. And me be the youth secretary for the constituency group. That time no na Ura be a friend of Idrisu Kremo. On a constituency youth organizer, maybe on secretary. The following term, Cremona free honor and a year ending our former employee also be a youth organizer. Into any be a youth organizer, I'm the secretary. From there, no, and I'm penny for Mabasso. And require deputy constituency secretary. To that time, I'm a boss or your constituency friend Ura Aqua. In fact, I am the longest serving constituency secretary of the party, a friend Ura Steven Aqua. Maybe any deputy. Me the deputy the dream maybe na ne ho do kakra no wayemre nti me be the acting secretary e mu ho na afi ye to aba manya afi yewura afo akwaso be take over as secretary then nti me obi amasom e na ukwa regional my member of the regional communication team me da ho kase kra me da ho ye member me da ho so ye member of the national communication team mu pio ho ma ho a mu se me TV3 mu me wo Oman FM mu me Net2 se me ye program because I belong to the national communication team nti me obi a masom party no e na party no wo e could be a friend young executive forum e wo boasia for those days make I president for time omo na na tutu scam ye the party no I was a member of the YEF your friend young executive forum ye were Alanchia Martin I no free party me ono na oye the national coordinator for that group enti me obi a the maka church say masom party ne pa enti nam se mubusa me a ne tie mu a ne se me MPP ni nti me sre delegates anya me yaduma ye beto omo so aba no se ye to aba ne wi a obi biara obenya akonya so ye delegates ne se me ba wo na so na ma beton me vision I have my strategy me de be pija party na oboase ti e brendu ha me ba na ma beton me vision no ama boase man na me sre omo se omo nto na omo mfa to me ne ma me as the constituency chairman na me ye party ni.
All right, Edward Akwesi Ekyokon ena yekotie ne nsam ewo honom a o kire mu a wasom party ne pa ewo ehonom enti delegates no monhwe na edru say ye kwakoto aba na yi eye constituency executives a mo beto aba amano as Obuasi West constituency chairman na waba beto aso na wasom eye party no ewo ehonom enti yes that is the update coming in from the camp of Chairman Wontumi ene the former manager Edward Akwesi Ekyokon ewo ehonom ye to aso na ye the update no e de amamwa MP for Nsawam Adwajiri eye Frank Anodompre honorable e de ensem ababa betudwa na ne nsem a ode ababa betudwa no odwene ho a lot of people feel said still na some people are trying to tarnish the image of the National Democratic Congress because ensem a na ode etudwa no odwene ho a wonti ase ne nsem mu ne se NDC ba ban President John Dramani Mahama wato me kan say jets mako ana say airplanes mako enan ama ebi mu kra the features ewom no obetimi ne nabusu afo nyina adware ewom ama na yeye a obody fra eye ne brother eye Ibrahim Mahama say ono so ehye akire bi ena saa ne ma we nyina ekoso ewo honom a okire mu a omu nyina aka ho ena omu edi saa adwuma na omato airplanes mako enan ewo honom a ni nyina eye mfanse Ghana for sika ne ade ena omu di saa adwuma no eti quickly nyankotie honorable Frank Anodompre MP for Nsawam Adwajiri na yensamra sese
na Bikuma subwa se de nyina anim no PBC for Cocoa Cratch for one to cocoa no na mo de akoma cocoa board and she share for a long time to stood the time of time say 21 days as ye tia PBC and Cocoa Cratch for ka awon wasem boni any tantanya papa was aye so onu ni mampani odikan PBC for to Cocoa ewie bosome ba ku mienu miensa enan enum enson ontia PBC for ika na je say omu diewu nipa no mukum no ye twa wo mu kra ne se nansen tomati okuwa kratam obae onu de ope so ododo no ho owiem wo aeroplane wato aeroplane baako mienu miensa enan baako kra de ese yetimi dware wo mu ne yere ne nebusuafo mu dware wo plane mu wo wiem ebufuo sa be hye ye minimu sa tie nie na cheboy mu be kaye a sabio ye ka kire mu Ghana for ye bɔ mu kokɔ ye ka kire mpa papa wei sa mutu abama na ɔde sabio mpanimoni mu ɔde na ne ne no ɔde baba montie ye ka ne ba ko montie ni mienu so montie ni impressa so montie so entie ni ɔwɔ mu tikɔpɔ na mo mpani sɛ akyia sina bebuo nyina ye de ye mpani toto mpani noa 6,000 now can so betia na ye mo anan se 6,000 untimi ntua ekufa do bo no fama yen.
All right, enti oko ekohia eye kokofo no de ne nsam atudwa ewo honom a na ye nyina ye kokoti bi ekoti bi no enti okire mu anenka price crampo anenka NPP omo edema kokofo no komo NDC maintaining po emfa ema omo wo ho na ne nsam on the part of aeroplanes a okire mu a President John Dramani Mahama oni ni nua Ibrahim Mahama omo akabom atoto mako enan no eno eni ade a nanka wo se Ghana fo hwe ni nyina nanka mu hu se papa iba oba no ne niema na oye wo akire na noa bi na oba beye nanka no ntinka Ghana fo mo hwe so nanka manto aba amfa amom ne owie ni nyina achi na okire mu se achia na emuye ye ko ensem no so a the parliament the minority caucus in parliament ed nsem abeto dwa omu kire mu a Ibrahim Mahama oye President John Dramani Mahama na nse de otimi za papa no ne nsem egu abonten pa amanfo ekebi omu kire mu a Ibrahim Mahama more powerful than the lands and natural resources minister Ghana ha because omuhwe mu a agencies no mushe ministry na sini nyina they report directly to Ibrahim Mahama, not even to the minister. Until the minister is in charge of minerals Ghana ha bibia ono enesha nsanti yenko na yenko nenko tie ensemo the minority in caucus minority caucus in parliament the etu dwanemra.
It signals a systematic consolidation of influence across both assets and institutions. Indeed, the emerging reality is even more alarming. Ibrahim Mahama appears more powerful than the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. He is effectively running the sector with key institutional actors allied to him rather than to Parliament or the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources or the people of Ghana. Heads of agencies under the ministry such as GADEC, Minerals Commission and MIF report not to the minister but effectively to Ibrahim Mahama. He has become the de facto authority in Ghana's mineral sector. We stand here and we have to say it and say it loud and clear that we do support local content. We as a minority fully support local content and Ghanaian participation in the mining sector. But we do not support, what we do not support is family monopoly and state capture. In fact, it was in the MPP administration that strengthened Ghanaians' participation by ensuring opportunities for local companies, workers, and communities. Local content was meant to be competitive, transparent, and fairly distributed. It cannot and must not be centered around one individual simply because he is the president's brother. Instead of a broad-based participation, almost every major local engagement appears concentrated around a single individual, Ibrahim Mahama, raising serious concerns about fairness.
The minority caucus in parliament and to justice Ibrahim Mahama is more powerful even than the Lands and Natural Resources Minister Ghana because he no bibia or no any report man or no and they make all the decisions Ghana your minerals need to own in the or no and a bibia shenensa and minister ne or no yes in Chen agencies are reporting to or no on our screens. It's not an issue if President Mahama pays to use his brother's jet. Ibrahim Mahama is a businessman and has the right to do business with the state. Where Samson Asaki Awengobet, Executive Secretary for Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, or no, and I didn't some air to judge Until I say ye can't yen some edifa Ibrahim Mahama, the jet or the amani brother, our ye president Wagana ha say on fan to quine on fan ko baby bebre Wagana ha say and I say oh to quine po aqua mononia obey you soon brother plane no na ono de ohun de ntia the Megan said the opposition party omo ayire omo ho a omo eka eho ensem ewo ehonum no eti ye beko na yakwa akotie Papa in some of the two job, but then and on the NDC communications said in some to just Papa and I said Ibrahim Mahama. The name of all Ghana it looks as if say MPP for who ye Ghana for the one answer more opposition party no who ye and you know Quadia. Kojo Yabua, he's part of the NDC communications team. Say a Kaunon Quadia and Ibrahim Mahama on Tony companies Nina Ghana ha. Na onja Ghana hono got na bruche yankoni ngotie Kojo Yeboa ne
Ibrahim Mahama koto plane montiase plane so nya kai to no gerukwa yin a obi atu kokoto bi oda no 2024 2024 motam na oda e no kotua e ene ye yade afa na ready na ba consider na be hia ne brother amamuo mumina mo di kum motusu mo amabra na wonim di papa na okasema na me ya afefua sabrabo abona wadi 36 afa na wo ware Abrabo sebo na Dabiba ni 37 no kono sa Ibrahim Mahama tin company no eno 26 years what it $20,000 and $20,000 2 point something billion o and now back has a but in the bank account na bi nam about 19 years ago no 29 years ago and what engineers and planet what man say abrante etima sans akola kito hihye niam am na bedru ne wa hwe party NDC NPP wa hwe obia NDC kuru si nyono hwe omo e ma obia wo ko parliament mi nko obeboa NPP from Akufu Addo to Sami Oku ebu anmabo jombo adum ho na nko fie kase moda obia so nko obia na no begin su anansa fa ngufom wa boa mu nyina ne ebi DMP dodo na da so ko fie ho edura na joko gold house akokwe nkrofo a omu di atwantwi oni otwe na onyi adoa why sa niema wo nyina ne nyankopon ada roma na brantie ono wati akofo machi papa idi aba sabe ya me no mie no okira bibi si a old one pe betima ayuzu mumina mu di kum enkola no mo bra na mu ni hwe no mo di na tam o wa dedicate ma yeye mi mentiase e ono na nkrofo di na tam wo de wo ye na nkrofo sa da be na ono no timi wona na check e bounce wo Ibrahim Mahama check bounce na wo check ni wo bi ye ka check out so check mu da ye ka millions of dollars asem ye ka na no Ibrahim na ni timo mre do do sam na Ibrahim a enka mi company Ghana ma close ni nyina bi mo do na abroche labria ni ade nyina mi company maximum attraction company nya de ketwa kama close we no Ghana ha ne wakese wo otafe je metima ka chew ye chemu 3 obi ani baako wakese nkofo obo mu efidi omo ene on tia 700 and 800 and 1000 bi o obi oya dwuma obi anya bosime so anya bibi pa de ko en chase mo ma word wetima niema we nyina ya hwe Ghana fo boa Ghana fo me odi ku because NPP fo election be koi wo ba wo se Ibrahim na ntimo mre on be sa ko fie ho asa akọ giska e dia be face na busuafo